Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back, ready to attack. We had some technical difficulties moments, but we got the microphone back on. And I'm wearing a juicy man thong just like I normally do. We're going to put a super chat goal up. Let's do it. Let's do 50 super chats. All the colors. We'll set a timer for an hour. And put baby oil. Help me reach my super chat goal, please. I need you. 'Cause I need you and I want you crawling underneath my skin. Like the hunger to burn you. Yeah, I got a lot of sun today. I'm turning kind of red. I thought I wasn't going to turn into a tomato, but it turns out I am a tomato. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is your host, the most famous butt boy to ever live. I am highly regarded as the greatest butt boy of the butt boys. People are big fans of the Butt Boys, I think, mainly because we changed the way that music was made. A lot of the times, I'm not going to go too into the Butt Boys, but let's just talk about Bitcoin, all right? Look, Bitcoin sucks. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. We all know this. And I think it's kind of surprising that people continually tell me, like, Mike, should I get into Bitcoin? No. The fact that you have to ask me that, it's just sad. And I'm not trying to make fun of too many people. But at some point, you gotta just say you're ridiculous. No, look, I understand being naive. But if you're like 30 to 35, I don't know, 25 to 35, look, Bitcoin's not a good investment, you guys. It's not. I don't know how else to tell you guys this. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. Now, there are many ways to bet against it. I'll even give you guys a few key points that I want to put out there as to why Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Well, let's get those out of the way here. Before I do, after I get those reasons out of the way, I'm going to tell you guys about the S-bit and the biddy. Because it's not every day you get to bet against something as dumb as Bitcoin. And Bitcoin sucks. So betting against Bitcoin using the S-bit, which is a leveraged ETF, or the biddy, whichever your choice is, you have the opportunity to. It's a little risky still. Anytime you bet against anything, it can be risky. But it tracks the daily movement of Bitcoin. It does the exact opposite. So, for example, if Bitcoin goes up 5% in a day, Biddy goes down 5% in a day. Same example with Bitcoin, but if S-bit goes down 10% instead of 5% because it's a minus 2x leverage. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the ifs, ands, or buts about it. But what I do every time Bitcoin goes up on a bull run, I tend to trickle buy. And what that means is I buy a little here and I buy a little there of Biddy or the S-bit. I love buying Biddy or S-bit on the bit because Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme and I'll do whatever I can to bet against that fucking Ponzi scheme. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to bet against the clowns. I know what's at stake. Know that I let you down. But if you give me a chance, believe that I can change. All right, let's see here. Regina Lawrence says, what is this video about? She also says, hi, hello. This video is about Bitcoin and how it sucks ass. President-elect James H. says, Bitcoin will cross 100,000 again. Will it not? I don't know. If it does, it does. I'm still betting against it. If Bitcoin goes up on a bull run, I bet against it because Bitcoin's fucking stupid and has no intrinsic value. It doesn't. You could tell me that, but Bitcoin's gone up all these years. It's like, so? That just proves that humanity's dumber than I thought it was. Bitcoin going up frequently over the years proves that people are dumber than I thought they were. But look, I'll continue to bet against Bitcoin. Well, you guys are basically trading your money. Think about this. You're trading your money away for a string of data. Let that sink in. Let that fucking sink in. Anyway, so the Bitcoin equals Ponzi argument goes like this in plain simple terms. Early adopters benefit at the expense of later buyers. I'll give you an example. A Ponzi scheme rewards old investors with money from new investors. This is a big deal. Bitcoin doesn't have any cash flows. It doesn't have any fucking products. It doesn't have any fucking services. So it just has price appreciation. And that price appreciation is built on only perception. There is nothing valuable about Bitcoin. It is a perceived value, and that's it. That's scary. Because if it requires perception to make it valuable, then it's not valuable at all. I'll give you an example. It's like when Tony Stark was telling Spider-Man, look, Spider-Man, if you need the suit, then to make you great, then you don't deserve it at all. What I'm trying to tell you is Tony Stark was telling Spider-Man, look, in this instance, the analogy goes like this. The perception of Bitcoin being great is the Spider-Man suit, right? The perception is the only thing keeping it alive. Once people realize that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, which they should have already, but it doesn't matter. We're all just a bunch of degenerate gamblers now, and it's sad. Then people will sell it off, but they won't. I don't know. Anyway, if people keep pushing it up, I'm going to keep betting against it because the higher the price goes, the more I bet against it. That's all I got to say. Anyway, the only way for early holders to cash out big is if someone else buys at a higher price. It's part of the greater fool theory. There's always going to be another fool who will buy it at a higher price. Always going to be that higher bear fool. John Ellis says, have you seen Mike chuckle? I have no clue. No clue who that is, my brony brother. Another thing is there is no intrinsic value. Think about this. Let's do a comparison. Not a comparison, but let's just analyze each of these, right? Stocks. What are stocks? Well, stocks are an ownership in a business. Bonds are future cash flow from usually businesses, governments, etc. Real estate is shelter or rent, right? So at least real estate, you can live in it, right? You can at least live in your asset, or you can rent that asset out, one or the other. Bitcoin, nothing backs it. First off, here's the thing about Bitcoin. There's nothing backing Bitcoin. It's speculative and it's purely belief driven. First off, you don't even get dividends. There's no sort of reward system with Bitcoin. You don't get dividends. You don't own part of a company, and it doesn't generate income. There are so many negatives to Bitcoin that I'm shocked that people actually consider it a real financial vessel. And if your financial advisor tells you that Bitcoin's legitimate and you should be in it, like a lot of it, fire them. Fire that financial advisor because he's fucking dumb. Or she, whoever it is. Anyway, the number goes up narrative is the product. This is the worst part about Bitcoin. When it goes up, all the crypto influencers are like, I was right. Ooh. No. The crowd of people are afraid of missing out on a golden opportunity of making a quick buck. Look, the number goes up. Ooh, yay. Here's the thing about Bitcoin influencers podcast and laser eyes crowd. They're not building anything, right? There's nothing being built with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is nothing but hype and speculation. It is literally some dude named Buttboy Crypto, also known as BitBoy Crypto, going on there and being a total chode and doing cocaine and being a total idiot, right? That's all it is. It's a bunch of gamblers. Crypto, all of it's gambling. All of it is. Now, their main pitch is, this is the funny thing. This is why I think it's a Ponzi scheme. If you buy now, you'll be rich later. Oh, if you don't buy now, you say goodbye to being rich. You know, it's like, dude, it's like you guys don't realize you're a part of a Ponzi scheme. Or they do. That's why they want you to get a part. That's why they want you to be a part of it. They want you and some other chodes to be the eventual bag holders. You see, that's the funny thing is that's the same pitch as Charles Ponzi, just rebranded with bullshit crypto jargon. And, it relies on perpetual new demand. That's another big deal. If new money stops flowing in, the price of it collapses. Like, let's say all the suckers are, like, finally run out, or people have had enough of this and realize, holy shit, this is a Ponzi scheme. What eventually happens? people stop buying and everybody starts selling. And then when everybody starts selling, everybody else sells what they got. And then it ends up in being a crazy crash. The point is, you buying the dip in Bitcoin is stupid. That doesn't really matter. You're buying stupidity is what you're buying. Anyway, it also relies on perpetual new demand. Yeah, I already said that. Shit. Well, anyway, that's how Ponzi schemes implode. Is they can't sustain without growth. They need more investors. There's nothing about it that has any real value. You can't measure its actual intrinsic value. Its intrinsic value is zero. It is a string of data. And if you don't realize that, I just don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You're a part of the greater fool theory. And I'm sorry. And I'm a little judgmental on it. For sure. Oh my God. Things seem different today. We'll talk about the S-bit and the biddy real quick. Give me one moment, folks. I'm trying to get the chat up real quick so you guys can see your guys' shelves. I'm also going to create a poll real quick in just a second. Try to get you guys on the pop-out chat. Yeah. Yes. You're very sexy. Things seem different today. Oh, said too much. Never said enough. Oh, here we go. All right. What's this video about? Yeah, I already answered that question earlier. Yep. And we answered that question. Have you seen Mike Michickle? I have no clue. Zero clue. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, young lad. Oh my God. Don't know what that is. What is that? Banana poll. All right, is Bitcoin and all of crypto a big old Ponzi scheme? Yes or no? Oh, we got one vote for yes. Oh my God. Scrody McBooger says, fuck, my Bitcoin will hit 200K next year, watch. Map and trans for walls, 2028. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I may do a StreamYard one here in just a second. I'm sure my boy Tim Smith has other things to do, but I might just do a StreamYard here in a bit. So this is going to be a pretty short live video, but I think I should probably do... Yeah, I definitely want to do a Mussy Boys episode, but I'll probably do this for about 20 more minutes or so, however big this gets. But I may do a musty Sunday. Probably gonna keep this video to about 35 minutes maybe, and then I'll go on StreamYard and we'll see if anybody wants to do do a meeting, StreamYard meeting. But yeah, overall, man. Oh shit, dude. Squirters for Sailor. Oh my god. Hey Tim, by the way, if you're feeling up to it, I'm going to be getting on StreamYard here in a few moments. This is currently being recorded just using OBS Studio, so I can't do like the multi-camera thing where I have you on and me on at the same time. But I was thinking about doing a live video here in just a second, probably in the next, I don't know. I might end this video in like 10 or 15 minutes potentially. I'm thinking about it. But we'll see how big this video gets for a little bit, and then, once the crowd dies down, then we'll go to StreamYard or something. We'll start a brand new live segment, live video. But check back at 7:30. Okay, all right. So once around, so we'll let Tim do his dishes and stuff like that, and then probably around 7:30 we'll probably do, absolutely, we'll do a StreamYard around that time. So I'll keep an eye on the clock. I'll do this for now, and then once it hits a certain amount of time, and then we'll just roll with it. Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So Tim, Squirters for Sailor, dude. Tim Smith is a Michael Saylor fanboy, and he everybody flicks their bean to Michael Saylor. I know that for a fact. We got 2 votes, though. Is Bitcoin and all of crypto a big old Ponzi scheme? Well, let me finish off the list. But yeah, basically Bitcoin requires hype. It requires memes, FOMO, and retail investors constantly pumping money in to have it stay afloat. It's basically bullshit. It also relies purely on pump and dump culture. It uses the word pump. Pumping, dumping all the time, which makes you realize it's not a valid investment. So here's the thing. Rich early adopters, the whales, can manipulate the market, pump up the price, and dump on retail. So what happens is it's a Ponzi, but with extra volatility. But here's the thing. Bitcoin's technically but is Bitcoin technically a Ponzi scheme? Now, I think it is. In fact, I know it is. But unfortunately, the SEC, which has also become a Ponzi scheme, their legal definitions say there's no central operator promising returns. It is decentralized, no Bernie Madoff pulling the strings. However, anybody who got in really, really early is pulling the strings, especially if they have a lot. They can manipulate the markets in any way by selling, buying. And also, there's no guaranteed payout being offered. However, but functionally, it can behave like a decentralized Ponzi is the thing, especially when the only thing driving the price is belief, speculation, and exit liquidity. There's a lot of people who get in and try their best to get so many other idiots to buy into it. It's a big deal. So we are living in a bullshit time with bullshit markets. Bitcoin is a bullshit market. All of it. The crypto markets in general are bullshit. TLDR. Bitcoin is a self-perpetuating hype machine, right? It's a speculative asset without intrinsic value. A system that rewards early holders when new people buy in. It sounds pretty similar to a fucking Ponzi scheme, even if it's not one by design. So that's what I want to say about it. And look, if you don't think that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, good for you. You get scammed. I support my followers getting. If they want to get scammed, they get scammed. Go for it, man. Cheers. Cheers. We get a Fanta, by the way. Fake sponsor. So I was thinking about signing up for like Amazon affiliate marketing or something like that. In fact, I think I might sign up now. Oh, cool. I could recommend products. Sweet. Maybe I could recommend Monster Energy drinks because I always fucking drink them. I could just like recommend products that I consistently get from Amazon. That's not a bad idea. The sign-up process is pretty interesting. Oh. Things feel different today. Oh. Do you guys think I could be an Amazon affiliate? I love selling products, man. Oh my god. Let me get. I think this is a good address for me. Yes, yes. I wonder, maybe I could become the greatest. The fuck, dude? No, this works. I'm telling you, hold on. In 1 second, folks. I'm trying to figure some shit out here. My bussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. My bussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. That's a good one. All right, let's select it. All right, man. I might be able to become an affiliate here in just a second. I am signing up for the Amazon affiliate networks. Oh my god. Slash. Well, I think we're good. Okay. Okay, this is cool. I'm signing up for Amazon affiliates, but I want to be could I be an Amazon affiliate? What? No. Oh my God. So which of the following best... So I'm trying to fill out these forms, right? And it says, tell us about the content you create. I just put on here, I talk about investing and love to show off areas outdoors. It's definitely very content-based for sure. I just kind of looked it up, man. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. I can do this. Oh my God. It's cool. You guys, I think I'm now an associate. Okay, my code. Oh, my code. My pussy and my crack. All right, let's see, dude. I'm going to be an Amazon affiliate. Maybe it won't last very long, but... This is interesting, dude. I'm a part of the affiliate network for now, I guess. Pay by gift card. Wow, I could pay by gift card or pay by check. Or I can add a bank account. That's cool. Add a new bank account. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd rather add a bank account, to be honest. Huh. Interesting, man. I mean, it would be kind of fun to become an Amazon affiliate. It would be kind of some incentive, I think. So I think for now, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to fill out a couple forms for this. And then I'm going to be back on here around 7:30. So Tim and I can have our mussy conversations in front of the world. And we're going to probably squirt the mussies about Michael Saylor. We're going to talk about Michael Saylor. And we're huge Michael Saylor fans here on this channel. We may hate Bitcoin, but we do love the fiery soul of our favorite grifter, Michael Saylor. And we do think that he is one of the best, one of the greatest of all time. We love you, Michael Saylor. You're the man. All right, so I'm going to stop streaming, stop being so homosexual, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Just remember, I want to start probably broadcasting around probably 7:26, 7:27. We'll do the StreamYard presentation, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, see you guys in a bit.